Hello. This this video is gonna be hard for me to make. I'm intentionally was doing this on April Fools to make it feel easier because make it feel like I can maybe those will hate for it will just see it as a joke. Maybe I can avoid people who hate me, you know? It's a lot to talk about because it really is like such a huge thing that I'm scared what it's scary what people will think, especially for a channel that I've been running since before I even realized. But this is something. Oh God, this is scary. I honestly, I probably should have scripted this out or something just to make it easier because I'm talked about this with some friends and some family. It's not exactly a hidden thing in my life, but for it started. The first thoughts about it started all the way back when I was probably around 10 at least. That's the first things I can remember about it happening. But I first talked about it with family, at least starting to work on it, probably over a year ago. But but and then I talked about it with friends and family fully a couple months ago at this point, early this year. But let's get into this. Around the age of 18, not too long after, I wore a dress for the first time. I began trying to explore myself, figure myself out. I always wanted to, like, for so long. My prom was terrible. I remember looking at everyone being like, oh my goodness, why are all the girls getting to wear the good clothes? Why did they get all these cool options and I'm stuck with this stupid suit? I hate this. I remember that so vividly. And those memories about us wanting to be able to be different go back so far. And they're so vivid now. And yet I really didn't think much of them for so much of my life. But I have been I've been continuing to slowly explore myself, work on my identity, trying to figure myself out over the years. And eventually I recently come to discover that I don't feel like a guy at all. I don't. I am a woman. That is who I am. That is who I identify as. I that's part of what's been causing me to be away from YouTube for so much. I've been working a lot on getting my moving stuff together, on looking for jobs, on getting all the information because another off topic thing is I a while ago I had a house fire and lost like all my information, so I've been having to work so much to get my birth certificate because I was born in a different state than I live in, so that was a whole drama. Getting my medical records, getting my social security, getting my ID, it's been so much of a drama to get it all together, and I need that to be able to start working, to be able to move to all the stuff that I want to do. But where I live is not exactly okay amongst the people of the luckily my friends and family are mostly supportive. I'm not going to get into the weeds of the exact details of that here, but it's not too bad there. In fact, I get to wear what I like in the house. In fact, if for the past like the 2 episodes that came out earlier, I was wearing a dress during, and I am right now because it's what I feel comfortable in. It's honestly become a lot harder not to be how I am, but it's a lot easier like this. I can't. I want to be able to have the people know who I am. Because it is an important part of me that I've been hiding from myself for most of my life. And that's terrifying. That's such a core piece of me that I didn't even let myself know. Even though, looking back, the signs were obvious. They were all there. But I myself ignored them. I myself didn't know. It's not like I was hiding this from others. I was hiding it from me. That's terrifying. That's just absolutely terrifying. It really is. But I don't know how often I'll be able to upload. I'm like I said, I'm doing a lot of work trying to get all my records together, and then after I get that done, I'm gonna be moving like pretty much immediately after I get my ID, assuming my job opportunity stays available by then. I've got a lot of work to do once that starts. I'm going to be starting working. I'm going to be obviously working a lot on becoming me, which is going to be a big effort, especially because, yes, I'm going to be moving somewhere better, but I'm still not going to be moving somewhere great for people, women like me. So, yeah, but if you want to show support or, I'm going by Ellie, if you want to use that, it's up to you, of course, but it does feel really nice when friends and call me it, and, like, it really is, God, this is hard. Yeah, I know my real life isn't something I overly bring up a lot during my videos, and I know I haven't uploaded that much in a while. Even, like I said, I'm gonna be back, but the thing is, there's so much going on. I shouldn't have promised I could come back right as all this was coming out. I mean, yes, I had a lot more energy. Part of what made me want to come back to YouTube is I actually had felt a lot more energetic and almost euthanized when I came out, because I felt like I could be me. So I had more energy, I had more spunk, I had more push. But now a lot of that push has had to go towards getting my identification, working on job applications, working on moving, finding roommate, all sorts of stuff. So I haven't actually been able to focus on YouTube like I wanted to, because I've had to deal with so much BS getting to where I need to be. It's scary, Something that you hid from yourself for so long that you're now fighting to let free, fighting to allow yourself to be, when you not even yourself allowed you to realize. Like, something that was so deeply embedded, something so true that is true, that would have been true for you any time of your life, but you hid from yourself so deeply, so fully, that you wouldn't let yourself know. It's terrifying. It really is. Because now, God, the amount of signs feels so obvious and so stupid to not have realized. It's like, it's annoying. It sucks. It sucks. I hope I'm able to upload this video. To be honest, I'm really terrified too. But this is important, both for me and for you to know. I don't want to act like I don't want to have to pretend like I'm someone else when doing YouTube. YouTube was my safe space for a long time. And not only that, but don't worry, I'm still the same person, just a girl. I'm still the same person. You're still gonna get the same types of content. I still love strategy games. It's always been like three types of videos I've uploaded this game are still three of my favorite types: dating sims, strategy games, card games. Those three still some of my favorite games. Nothing's changed. You don't have to worry about that. I'm still here. I'm still doing YouTube on occasion. In fact, after I move, I'm gonna have way better internet. That's honestly part of why my YouTube went. I upload a lot. Then it's been a struggle for years, because up here where I've been living is so in the middle of nowhere. Internet sucks. So hopefully, once I have better internet, I can upload more easily. So actually, if anything, I might be able to upload more despite getting a job, just because, to be honest, the upload speeds, as well as when I upload to YouTube, it sometimes will kill the actual ability for us to use the internet somewhat, just because of how bad the internet is up here. So it's going to be a big help just to be able to focus on it, be able to do that. Yeah. Plus, honestly, like I said, once I'm able to have all this BS done, I'm so much more energized in myself, and like I feel so much better about everything now that I've accepted me. So once I'm actually able to get everything started, move on, move forward, and I'm in my own spot, I think it's going to be a lot more easy for me to focus on YouTube as like a secondary thing behind working on myself, because I feel a lot more energized and active and like just all there now. So yeah, I don't know how long, I don't know how much. I'll probably, this will be some. I also wanted to do this video because this is something I'm going to want to talk about in future videos, just while I'm recording, because I'm not gonna want to hide like this myself. I want you guys to know me. I want to be able to be myself. So I want to be able to talk just casually in YouTube videos without having to hide things as I do. So that's also why I wanted to do this. So in future videos, I'll probably casually bring up stuff that I'm going through or working with while playing the games I normally do. And I hope that, and if you're not okay with that, then dislike the video, unsubscribe, get out. Simple as that. You don't have to be here. I want this channel to be for the people who want to be here. So if you don't want to be here, that's fine. You don't need to accept me. You can leave. You can just go. That's completely okay, and I don't care. I'm gonna keep being me. But yeah, I hope to continue working on more videos in the future. Hopefully once I finish my move, I'll be back more fully than I was able to be. It'll probably be towards the end of April is probably around the time I'll be able to complete my move. So expect probably sometime in May will be when I really start uploading again, once I'm moved in, fully acclimatized, got my basic startup done. Like probably sometime in May will be when I actually am able to start really uploading again. But yeah, I hope this video helped you understand me. I hope to come back soon enough. And hey, as always, peace.